Okay, y'all. Shoot. We have storms today, so I didn't think it would affect, but it did. So here we are. I missed y'all and thank y'all for being here. Let me see. Trying to pull the chat up. Steadiest. Big Mama. Hey, Debbie Doll. So good to see y'all. Hey, Emily Hanson. Good to see you. Lori C. Hello. It's been too long, but it shouldn't be that long again. I took a little break and trying to look. I'm just going to do better. That's it. I'm just going to do better. I miss y'all, and that's, y'all hear that thunder? Hey, Tennessee Road. Shamat. So good to see y'all. Well, other than this storm, because we had a lot of yard work to get through to do today, and we didn't we didn't get much of it done. Got some of it done. Um, Also, we have one of our children. They're moving, and so we've been help doing that. So it's blah, blah. Will you be careful? Is it raining there, Shamat? Well, we were supposed to. Good time. Yeah, good times. Hey, Pammy B. Good to see you. We were supposed to go live yesterday. It was going to be a um update with Held to the Know and Merb, and then also discuss the Laura bullshit stuff that she said. Because I have things to say about that. Even if it's tapping on drama, that's just what it is. It's right is right, wrong is wrong. It doesn't matter. You got to stand for the right thing. And um, I don't think I'll be on long enough to talk about it tonight, but I plan on the nerve, the very nerve. Mm-mm-mm. It's rained all day. Yeah, I'm here too. And tomorrow it's supposed to rain again. I don't know. Hi, He Man. It's good to see you. I was thinking about you last night. Um, they popped up in my recommendations, and I was like, where we all start, where some of us, not all of us, but where some of us started. CPS Laura just proving once again what a horrible human she is. Yes, and how she can manage to take, again, someone else's hard times and make them about her. Can you imagine? And I don't have access to the MERB stuff, or I would just I probably maybe have just went ahead and done it. I probably could have got it, but I didn't. I didn't even ask. But anyway, it is shameful. I couldn't believe. I mean, yeah, I can't. Yeah, I can believe it, but then again, I don't understand how anyone um can stoop so low. I just don't. And then go to sleep or look at their children. And then Corey put out a video where she said that she helps Wendy's children get cancer. So if you stand with Corey, if you've ever stood with Corey, you're shit to me. Just saying. Hi, Cheyenne. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. She's wished it on my kids, everyone's kids here, and then specifically said Wendy's children. Um, oh, um, yeah. So that happened. And I know everybody's like, it's just crackhead Corey. It doesn't matter. But it's still, why would you? Uh, just Corey, Lori. Sorry that rhymed. And Corey, this is why people don't mess with you. Plus, you're a flip flopping idiot. I've lurked and peeped in on things. I don't know who all saw that Bombshell got exposed. What, this is new? This is new news? The stuff that's coming out about Bombshell, that's new? We just finding out that she goes behind the scenes and does that? Yeah, it's unreal to me, this place. It is. It's unreal. What happened with Bombshell? I don't know. She had some people leave her, even though, Bombshell's been exposed for that Brickety Brack for years. It's the same exact thing. There's nothing new about what happened, except it happened to new people. Brantley, I know. There's a part of me that wants to. I don't want the stress of it, but it amazes me that people. I have watched these people sit in Bomb's chat and talk the most shit, and now the hate bonding is like my mind is just poof. Like I don't understand. Like, why are y'all shocked? This is not new news. Nothing around here is new. So, you know, but then, the more she gets exposed, it seems like the more followers she gets. And, y'all done bought her a car. Y'all got her a house. Oh, I know, Brantley. I know. And, I did a favor for cats and the other day, and I was like, why the hell? I'll tell you why I was asleep. I got a text when I was asleep from someone whom I love. But I was like, why did I do that? I'm glad y'all are civil. Um, she's told so many lies about she's told lies on me, but I know she's told a lot of lies on Wendy, that Wendy bought subscribers, views, things that Wendy has said. If you ever want to give a humble ass apology, cats, and become human again, um, you know, I don't know if it would work or not, because you're just, to me, I know the real you. I saw you a long time ago, but hey, by all means, um, and it's nothing against that Mo person, because I don't know her. I don't watch Bombshell. I don't watch Bombshell's chat, so I don't know this Mo person. So she's never done anything to me. I have nothing at all against her. It's just that y'all had Cats has me chat blocked. Pay me B, please. Are you kidding? She's had me chat blocked forever. She'll talk her shit behind the blocked account. That's you, Cats. That's you. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm in a bit of a mood. Hey, Danny G. Yeah, they don't know what we know, and I hate that. Because I was asleep, I erased what it don't matter. It don't matter. If we have to have a redo, we will. I don't think we will, though. Danny, how are you, by the way? But I'll tell you what I'm not going to do on here. I'm not going to pretend like I'm not 50 years old and can't say whatever in the hell I want to say. So there's that. Hey, Destination. I'm good. I'm good. Hanging in here. Hanging in here. Hey, Knitting. Good to see you. Yeah. Police my chats. Dare ya. Dare you. You used to if something like the bombshell thing happened or the thing with Laura, people would be there would be lives about it, um, calling it out, and now I don't know what now it's fucking stupid's what it is. What I don't know. I guess it's got to be big huge panels with old shit to talk about all the old shit so you can get to the new shit. And hey, steady as we go, I'm sending you love right back. And you'll see what I mean. Let's all act like we're shocked that Laura's a piece of shit and that Bomb is a piece of shit. Please, can we act shocked? Hey, Rosebud. I miss you. My autistic son had oh no, we are getting through it. He's he's looking at me all day today and he is pissed. I hope your family's well. My family is doing really well right now. Um, one just moved. I don't understand why anyone is still in Laura's chat. Look, you know what? I don't know who's in Laura's chat because I'm not subscribed to Laura. I unsubscribed when she did what she did to me. But I don't know how anybody. I know that hot mess. I'm sure what's her burgundy blue is still in there. I think that's just because she wants to honestly hook up with Laura. Just admit it, Burgundy. You're in love. It's okay. Hey, Alan. Good to see you. It's been a while. Yes, yes. I have to do better. I have to start paying more attention to what's going on because I'll tell you, I'm stuck on this one channel. I guess I won't talk about it, but and then I didn't watch the whole bomb thing because I'm telling you, Cat's Rules voice when I know what I know, what I know. Mm. But I don't blame Flava for having her up, because I would too to get the tea. I wouldn't have her on my, but you know what I mean. She wanted the tea. She got the tea. I don't blame her. She got the apology. Good. I don't know about all the hate bonding though. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I know that I've done it. I own my shit. I admit I've done it, but you see where it leads. It leads to nothing good. Keeping up. Have I been? I haven't, Rosebud. Um, I'll peep in and listen, but what I want to do is drive up there and just check out the the atmosphere because I don't think I know I couldn't get in because there's so many people there, but the atmosphere I think would be intriguing. I don't think she's dumb. I don't know that much about her, Pammy B. She came at me crazy once, but wait, I don't. As far as me having a problem with her, no, I don't have a problem with her. I don't. I just don't know her, but she doesn't seem dumb. I don't. I don't think anyone on here thinks she's dumb. I don't. Maybe they did. Well, except maybe Bombshell. But are y'all getting storms, Pammy? She sees what's. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm there. I'm there. Look, it takes me a while to get there, but I'm there. You are flooding. Yes, girl. It's crazy. Jim asked me a while ago. He said, "Are you cold?" I'm like, "No." I got the pause. No, the trust level is low, as it should be. Look, what I learned Monday is it doesn't matter how nice you are to somebody if you don't do exactly what they want you to do, and you trust very few. And I'm not gonna take it to another level and out anybody or hurt anybody or publicly bash anybody. I'm not. But it's, literally can't go on a trip with friends without someone trying to tell me I shouldn't have done that behind their back. I didn't know that I needed permission. You know, two of us were 50 and one was in our 60s. I didn't know that we needed permission. So the OGs have seen it all and saw it all. Yep. Me too, Pammy B. And someone said, that's not a bad thing. Yes, it is. They don't love Jim as much as they love me. And I'm glad they don't. But me and baby O, we get it. Okay, I don't like spraying bug spray on just to go for a walk or just to mow the yard, but I have to, or I'm eat up just to walk outside to go to the mailbox. And they're like the mosquitoes from hell. The sun pops out in their back. You skin so soft. I had to order some of that. I remember back in the day when my kids were little, that's what I used on them. And I'll have to find the old school skin so soft. Um, so I'll have to catch up with the Karen Reed trial because I know I'm interested in it. Make homemade bug repellent, tea tree oil in water. AB spray it. Wait, what is water? AB oil in water and spray it. Is that supposed to say and spray it? Because that would make me feel better if I could use tea tree oil. Well, there's a flash from the past. Tea tree. SSS is the goat. Who's SSS? Right, same, Pammy. I understood. So, and then I was looking through Spirit Spray. Oh, Skin So Soft. I don't know why. It is the goat. I don't know what that took me so there's been more stuff out about Stephan Sterns. I saw where he possibly let someone use his pen. He's got him a boyfriend in jail. And I know that my thumbnail says prison. Look, it's supposed to say jail. It doesn't. It says prison. Okay. I didn't want to change it. I didn't want to make a new thumbnail. Cleaned up my bathroom cabinet. I finally found my Jean Nate. Look, I have got in my bathroom cabinet, and I saw it the other day, 2 bottles of Avon perfume. I ought to go look, but I don't want to get up and go look. I'm like, I've got to clean this cabinet out. So upsetting. It is upsetting. It is. Jean Nate, sweet honesty. Look, I like when someone else wears sweet honesty, I always think they smell so good, but it doesn't smell good on me. It's got to be big. Oops. It just doesn't smell good on me. The phone pin thing is bizarre. Well, it doesn't that mean yeah, they still sell that, Rosebud. That he let his parents basically pay for someone else's phone call. Yeah, Avon. Yeah. So, I find that odd. I thought they were supposed to be isolated. Apparently, they're not if they're able to communicate. And obviously, they're communicating if he's able to give somebody his PIN. And I linked Plunder's channel in the about section because that's where I saw this new phone call. I'm going to pull it up now. I haven't listened to much of it, just because he said something like it's the worst thing I've ever saw or something like that. And I don't know if he's talking about what I think. Is there there is an update, knitting. There is. We were supposed to go live with it last night. I don't have it, or I would have done it alone. But Right, Alan. Right. Also, did y'all see the wait a minute, did y'all see the interview with Lori Vallow? Because she is shocked. She is literally shocked that she lost, that she was found guilty. Yeah, he had to end up in jail to get a friend. Ain't that the truth? That's a very good way to put it. And then also, Merb, she did a live the other morning. I don't watch many of her lives, but it was such a gaslighting, lying. Mm, updates. She has filed a motion for a retrial. I wondered, yeah, did y'all see that where she's lying saying that Heather talked about all of her kids and yeah, retrial due to ineffective counsel? That would make sense actually. I've watched all the things Stern and Crazy Daybell insisting on a new trial. I miss that she's insisting on a new trial. As maybe it's the trustee who brings him his food tray. Could be. Could be. No, they said that that guy's in isolation too, and I don't. I think if you're, and I think I'm miswording. It's not really isolation. It's whatever they have to be in a cell by themselves, not in general population. So that would mean he can't be a trustee. So they just yelling it across free trial because she is asserting a juror heard about her children and Tammy before the verdict. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen because the man said it. He did say it. And it could have been a slip of the tongue because then he did an interview over on Hidden True Crime. And so I was hoping that she would not hear about it actually. But, you know, But you know what? It's gonna be hard to find a jury that didn't know about it. As long as he didn't let that affect his decision, then there you go, Pammy. We said at the same time. We're exactly, knitting. He did slip up and say, I was thinking about that on my way home last night, which that would have been the night before the verdict was given. That was the night before they came up with the verdict. And that's where she's getting that from. But right, it could just be a slip up. Absolutely. And yeah, they absolutely can know as long as they thought they could give a fair. And he was the one that had the slip. He's the one that was, they had, hey, Justice Jane, good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Um, hey, I just saw where that elderly man was found, passed away in that county, in your county. She's gonna shoot for whatever yeah, for no reason whatsoever. I mean, it's not like she's gonna get out. A statement by Tylee not being let in. Hmm. Well, I don't know what statement that was because Tylee certainly didn't say that he tried to hit her with a bat. We know that. Newly released phone call. And I do, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and share this and bless her. Thinking him thinking she was innocent up until deliberations leads me to think he truly did not know. Right. Or if he did know, it didn't affect it. It didn't affect him. What affected him was the text messages where they clearly pointed it out, that this is what's happening and or this is what happened. Root beer barrels. Hey Mayberry Days. Thanks for coming in. On your stream when you and Wendy read those court docs, Merb's lawyer is something. He is. And it gets better. It's only getting better from here. Did you say Stern lied about giving consent to check his phone? No, Denise. I have fallen behind on, and this is like my number one case really, and I have fallen way behind just because I've been in a rut that I'm gonna have to pull myself out of because nobody else is gonna pull me out of it now. Come on, Randy. All right, here we go.
Her clickbait headline says, $3,700 lawsuit, some creditor suing you. So, they're just taking everything and everything and trying to make something of it.
Now y'all let me know. Can y'all let me get over here so I can see the chat? Can y'all hear it?
But when nothing exists. But supposedly calling you a mama's boy and what have you. So it's quite a circus. I don't watch any of it. People just tell me about it. I don't bother with it because it's all bullshit.
What?
Well, hey, I am a mama's boy anyway. I've never been ashamed of that.
I am a mama's boy. Man, grow up. Yeah, he's calling her Blunder. Ooh.
No, I'm just kidding. Stephan Sterns' dad is not the first person to nickname this channel Blunder. So, just like people call Ellen DeGeneres degenerate. And she's like, people have been calling me that since the 4th grade. You're not saying anything new. Anyway, this call has made me laugh out loud in some parts, and other parts, it's just horrible. I've got to tell you how I got this call, first of all. I've been trying.
And remember, her channel is okay, Stadius. Thanks for coming. Her channel is linked in the about section.
Literally for like almost 5 months. Since January, thank God the good people of Florida finally sent it to me. I paid for it. What a mess. Basically, let me tell you how I found out this call even existed. Going through all the plethora of documents in the Stephan Sterns case. Boy, we're going to hear a lot in this call. I'm like, where do I start? I mean, Stephan is going to talk about Jennifer. Did she go into the mental institution just to get the cops or the cuffs away from her?
I'm interested in hearing that.
So you said that you went to the mental hospital. Whatever happened with...
I don't know what's happening. We don't know how to get a hold of anybody.
I see.
And supposedly has institutionalized itself. So.
Yeah.
Say more. Say more, Stephan, about Jen Soto. Debbie, thank you so much for the tip. It's much appreciated. I don't know. When I remember that plunder jewelry, that's what I thought of when I first heard the channel, but I don't think that's even a thing now.
Yeah, probably. What you said, that was what, to keep the cops off of her?
Supposedly on the advice of her attorney.
Oh.
I see. Did you guys ever get the silver Lincoln back?
Oh, he's going to talk about, I never felt anything like that before. He wouldn't have wanted Maddie gone. I mean, there's so much in this call. Besides Chris Stearns mentioning my YouTube videos, I'm just like flabbergasted. Thank God I finally got it.
Because as far as we're concerned, we know that she's responsible. To what degree, we don't know, but I don't believe you killed her, so.
Wow.
That's good because, it's one of the few people who do, but.
Okay, so he thinks, so they think Jen's responsible. No, your son is. Well, Jen's responsible. You're not wrong, but they both are responsible.
You know that I would never have wanted that for her.
Yeah.
This is how I got it. Okay. Way back in January, you know how we've been digging through these documents in the Madeline Soto very sad case, 13-year-old out of Florida. Her mother's boyfriend is charged with doing horrific things to her. He's accused of taking her life. In the documents, we saw on April 10th, 2024, around 2:53, and we don't get a date in this audio coming up. And by the way, if you don't want to hear me ramble in my commentary, you can visit the link below and get the full call from my Patreon. In the documents, we saw April 10th around 2:53 p.m. This is only like a month after Stephan Sterns was brought into
She used to put the calls out without commentary, not on Patreon, but I don't blame her. I don't.
custody
She
on
does a
March
lot
1st.
of work.
Stephan called his dad. He used his inmate ID, and these words, these phrases were so significant that they put it in the documents. Stephan tells Chris, "You know that I would have never wanted that for her." He's talking about Madeline. Now, at this point, that's in response, as you'll hear, to Chris saying, basically, "Stephan, we don't think you killed her. We think it was a cover up by
Yes,
Jen's
Nitty.
family and all that." And then this is the point where Stephan in here also says, like they say in the documents, "I'm not really sure that any one person is specifically responsible. It's probably a combination of factors that led to it."
So we'll just see how all this plays out.
No, I'm not sure that really any one person is specifically responsible. It's probably a combination of factors that led to it, but it certainly shattered me.
Stephan also tells his
Wow.
dad,
Oh, it shattered him. Many things played fat. Wow.
"I have never felt anything like that before. It was horrible." You'll see in context coming up where Chris is going to kind of change the subject. The document also says Chris tells Stephan the truth will come out. Stephan responds, "Well, yeah," as if he was dodging that statement.
I mean, I just hope the truth comes out at some point.
Me too, sir.
Yeah.
And it says this call was downloaded
That's
and
sweet
submitted
crazy.
to evidence.com. Now, as we got the other calls, previously
you.
we've gotten 14, I believe, so this should be call number 15, even though it's like one of the first calls. You'll see they don't really know what's going on here, what they're doing. They're going to talk about calls leaking. They're going to accuse the jailers of getting paid to leak calls, all this crazy stuff.
I believe in the beginning of the call it says this is being recorded.
I'm hoping that this conversation, obviously somebody in the county jail is selling this information. So I'm waiting to see if these conversations surface.
See, Pam.
Because as far as I know, this is supposed to be private conversation. Obviously, the jail can monitor it, but
Yeah.
it's not supposed to be released to the public.
And they will be. Yeah, supposedly a redacted version of my arrest report was leaked to the public.
It's not leaked. It's not leaked. It's called the Freedom of Information Act.
Well,
Oh yeah, yeah.
so I'm not sure who's leaking all this stuff, or what sort of effect that
Well,
has on all
hey,
the proceedings.
This is a high-profile case, and so somebody in there is looking to make a buck.
Yeah, well, I imagine
Wow.
it probably changed the whole process. Well,
Anyway, in digging through things and putting through all the FOIAs, all the previous calls we paid for, all
Hey,
that
Sandra.
stuff, I was like, wait a minute, we still don't have this call. I do not remember hearing Stephan say, "I've never felt anything like that before. It was horrible." Well, initially they gave us a call and they told us the wrong date. So back in January, I was like, I want the April 10th call, not the incorrectly dated May 2024 call we already have. So even though people may think we have this April 10th call, no, it's stuff we've never heard before. Kissimmee police had told me, please contact the jail for a copy of this. But I was like, the jail doesn't release these recordings. I mean, it's like a chain of 17 emails here. I'll spare you the details. I'll let you listen to the call. We're going to talk about it with my commentary interspersed in between. But that's where all of the confusion led. So that's the documents, the dates, what date, and talk about all the crazy things that Stephan and his dad talk about. Oh boy. So it starts off with the time basically is 2:51 p.m. It does not give a date in this audio like the previous calls did.
The time is
We haven't heard them all. Oh, this is going to be good.
2:51 p.m.
United States of America.
What?
You have 1 old message. To listen to your messages, please return to the main menu. Press 0 to make a prepaid collect
They get voice messages in jail?
call or speed dial call. Press 1 to make a debit call. Press 8 for calls within the United States, Canada, and the Caribbean. Please enter the area code, prefix, and number. To make an international
It's on her room.
Your account balance is $46.85.
I just realized she said Stefan's account balance was $46.85 at this point. I don't know if that was his phone account balance or his commissary balance.
Phone
But during
account,
this call,
I
his
would
dad,
assume.
Chris, is going to tell him he had just deposited $100 on his phone account. So I'm thinking, was that all spent towards speaking to his parents or someone else? That's why I keep going for more records to get this clear.
Hey, Lacey.
The cost of this call will be 21 cents for the first minute and 21 cents for each additional minute, excluding taxes and other applicable fees.
Oh, wow.
The time limit is 15 minutes. Press 0 to... Hello. You have a call at no
Hello?
expense to you from
Stephan Sterns.
an inmate at
Osceola County Corrections Department.
To accept this call, press or say 5. To refuse, this call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
Oh, how fun,
I thought we
Lacey.
weren't going to hear from you till tomorrow.
Yeah, I didn't realize that I could actually call right back after the 15 minutes was up.
Oh, I'm not walking, so it's just going to be you and me.
Okay, that's fine.
But Chris is answering and he's like, hello, I thought we weren't going to hear back. You know, they're learning. This is still very early in the case. This is April.
Yeah. What'd she say?
Our
This
data
just now got released, but it happened when he first got arrested.
about which calls were missing and which
Some
ones can be
normalcy on
released. And it's
YouTube.
like a, kind of crapshoot. You have to figure
I know. Ain't it shocking that they're just now learning the bad people are bad? I'm shocked.
out the dates. So Chris is saying, I'm walking, so it's just me. So this is great because to me, it kind of forces Stephan to speak a little louder. He speaks a little bit clearer than the other phone calls, and I just like it. Deborah's not there to
Y'all think he shaved his head because he got lice? I think he got the lice.
interrupt. And this father and son do kind of get
Happy
into a
birthday.
deep
Oh, yeah.
conversation.
Happy birthday.
You'd been asking me where the watch was, and I tried to quickly convey those instructions to you. Did you still need me to
Still
go
talking
over
about the
that with you?
watch.
Okay.
Yes.
So at the foot of my bed, there's a bunch of my, boxes from when I moved.
I feel like we've heard
Gold
that.
eagle on the top of it. It's like a warning. Or if it's not in there, it's going to be in one of the boxes at the foot of my bed. If you look inside, there's a Disney popcorn bucket in the shape of a Star Wars mouse droid. It's like a little silver box with wheels on it, basically, and a brown strap. It could be in there because I put some important stuff in
Pammy
there.
B.
I
So
think
he
my
had,
Social Security
ended
card
up with
birth
some
certificate might be in there as
funky dreadlocks.
Did you get that?
Okay. So describe this Disney pin again.
It's a mouse droid popcorn bucket that's in one of the boxes at the foot of my bed. So it's just like a little silver, boxy looking droid with a brown strap on it. It's
I
actually
guess
a
that's
popcorn
it.
bucket.
That was a
But I
popcorn
use
bucket?
it to store some documents and stuff, and the watch might be in there if it's not in the green tin on top of the boxes.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Some other things I wanted to ask.
Well, Stephan's saying, well, that's fine. Of course, he starts talking about this watch, this missing Omega watch once again. He's like, you'd asked me where the watch was, and I tried to quickly convey those instructions to you.
Hey, November
Do you need me
Rain.
to
It's
go
so
over
good to
that?
see
So
you.
obviously, instructions again. Stephan says, so at the foot of my moved into home to Northport with his parents. Stephan is saying on top of those boxes, there should be a green tin with a to look for they're in the popcorn box.
It's not that I don't enjoy her commentary. It's just that I don't have a whole long time to stream, and I just want to hear the calls. But I really appreciate all the work she puts into this. And I promise if I knew how, I would help.
And birth certificate might be in there as well. Like he's like able to kind of play with childish things. I'm not saying don't be childish or don't have fun, but Chris is probably like, what? Mouse droid popcorn box? What? Stephan says it's a mouse droid popcorn bucket. That's in one of the
May the 5th is Wendy's birthday.
Boxes at the foot of my bed, so it's just like a little silver, little boxy looking. Use it to store the green.
That went to the mental hospital. Whatever happened with?
I don't know what's happening. We don't know how to get a hold of anybody.
I see.
And supposedly it's gone.
This is interesting because I feel like he heard this probably from Jen Soto, allegedly.
Has institutionalized himself. So,
Yeah. Yeah, probably what you said, that was what, to keep the cops off of her?
supposedly on the advice of her attorney.
I see. Did you guys ever get
I think yesterday she was with her son and probably doing the same thing today, Lacey, enjoying herself.
the silver Lincoln back?
Stephan says some other things I wanted to ask. So you said that Jen went to the mental hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever happened with redacted? Now, they did drop out Jen's name. They didn't say Jen's name here. They obviously redacted it out of this audio. That's why it takes so long by the time we send the money order and they have to go through and see what can be redacted and all that. So obviously he's talking about Jen going to the mental hospital, but I don't know who else he's asking about. And Chris says, I don't know what's happening with whatever. We don't know how to get a hold of anybody. Stephan
know,
says,
right,
I see.
Pammy?
Chris
Hey,
says,
Carol.
and supposedly,
Thank you for coming in.
let
It's
me
good
know
to
what
see
you
you.
hear here. I don't know if he's saying, Stephan, it's the truth that Jennifer went to the mental hospital or it's just an act. It's hard. He's outside. Maybe the audio got warped. I can't figure it out. Well, I figured it out during editing, and I heard Chris say, and supposedly Jennifer, her name is dropped out again, has gone and institutionalized herself.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it sounds like Chris is saying.
And
That's what I heard.
supposedly has institutionalized himself. So,
Yeah. Yeah, probably what you said, that was what, to keep the cops off of her?
So that was to keep the cops off of her, not because her. Now, allegedly, hey Denise, let's see. Stearns had a short hearing and lied under oath. He didn't give consent to the search. There's a recording where he did. Oh, I love your face too, November Rain. It's so good to see you.
supposedly,
He can't tell the truth. Look at all these lies he's spewing here. And if Jen Soto went, of course, they can't base it on his word that she went to get the cops off of her, but, you know,
on the advice of her attorney.
I see.
Stephan says, yeah, probably. What you said, that was to keep the cops off of her?
her attorney would tell.
or
Well, maybe.
cuffs
I
off
don't
of
know.
her? So obviously, Stephan is asking, is Jennifer doing this mental hospital routine of her? Is that what they told her back then?
Did you guys ever get the silver Lincoln back?
Oh, no, we don't expect to see that until the trial.
Okay. And I assume no whatever belongings that were left it were able to be retrieved either, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, the police have
Always worried. He's always worried about his stuff. You're not going to get out of jail more than likely. Don't worry about your stuff.
You know, so that can be released to me.
Right, Pammy.
Of course, the phone I let you.
Sweet Crazy, I promise you I'm going to. I miss y'all too. I'm going to do better. Oh, good. Alan, that's a good question.
You know,
They took,
so they said they would release that to me. So I got to see if I can get that.
yeah, because obviously, I mean, I didn't even really use it, so.
So Stephan says, did you guys ever get the silver Lincoln back? Now, you know, that's the Lincoln where Stephan was seen transporting Maddie all around town until he disposed of her in those bamboo bushes. Chris is like, we don't expect to see that until we get to the trial or after the trial or something.
And he keeps wanting to postpone the trial, so you're never getting your Lincoln back, it looks like.
So I guess they still have that Lincoln. Perhaps at this point they had it impounded somewhere, evidence. Stephan says, okay. Now, was Stephan asking that because he really cares about his parents getting the Lincoln back? Did he want them to sell it? Is there even more evidence in there he wants hidden?
He's probably afraid of the evidence.
Stephan's able to.
I'm sure he's afraid of the evidence he left behind in that car. I'm sure of it.
Be able to get his clothes and stuff back or whatever. Chris is like, yep, I mean, the police have the pew, so that can be released to me. And they said before 24, Chris
at
had
that
let
sweet
him
baby.
use his phone because we know the big to-do is over the phone. The way Detective Myra Tagler sees the phone, so she took it, that Tuesday? I believe it was Tuesday, late Tuesday, February 27th, 2024. At some point, Chris gave Stephan his phone, but he only had it maybe for a day. We could see Stephan in the interview room with Chris's phone. Stephan says, yeah, because obviously I didn't even really use it, so.
By the way, the body camera, the camera in the sheriff's deputy's car that escorted you from Orange County to Osceola County, all that video and audio, somebody got a hold of, and it's out on the internet with YouTube.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So these YouTubers, these amateur sleuths, who have now decided to make it their life's work to try to uncover the real Stephan Sterns, and of course they're drilling down.
Well, sir, I would have to disagree. I think that nobody has to be a sleuth to undercover Stephan Sterns. I think that he does a great job of that himself.
For the whole family, and making quite a circus of the whole thing.
A circus, and your son's the clown.
That entire video is on
the alleged killer clown
on YouTube. The entire conversation you had with that deputy.
Hey, Nana Patty.
So, I mean, I'm pretty sure we talked about music most of the time.
Yes. Oh, yeah. She used that. One of these people, Blunder or somebody,
True crime
YouTuber, used that information to dig up information about when your mom and I had our issues 20, 30 years ago, and brought that up. Her clickbait headline says, $3,700 lawsuit, some creditor suing you. So, they're just taking everything and everything and trying to make.
Well, that's what happens. Whenever you become national news, people dig. It's just the facts.
Make something of it when nothing exists.
Matter of fact, you can just set up a YouTube channel and people will dig. Welcome to the World Wide Web.
Yes. But supposedly calling you a mama's boy and what have you. So it's quite a circus. I don't watch any of it. People just tell me about it. I don't bother with it because it's all bullshit.
Well, hey, I am a mama's boy anyway. I've never been ashamed of that.
Yeah. But I
grow up, maybe? I don't know.
So Chris, he starts talking about YouTubers and Blunder. That cracked me up. Anyway, Chris is like, by the way, the body camera, the camera in the sheriff's deputy's car, it's titled Concrete Floor with, okay, just, but now to try.
I feel so rude. I'm sorry, sweetie.
I'm pretty sure that I'm getting to used that. One of these people, I remember kind of going through that whole transport video and really trying to hear what Stephan was telling that officer. He talked about growing up on the farm and, falling into that pile.
Yeah, well, because everybody is interested in what he said that day. And understatement of the year, right? Everybody wanted to know what he said the day he got arrested. And, I guess if it was my kid, I would feel a little bit like his dad's feeling, but he would have the same curiosity if it wasn't his kid. Exactly, destination. That
of manure, core body, leaked. They're going to talk more about leak to dig that up. Or click when there's so many, and is me just childhood TBI as parents for what they moral superiority over anybody or anything. Obviously, Chris doesn't want to talk about it. I mean, it's hard for us all to. It's a thing. People go through stuff, but in those divorce,
that's so eerie. God bless her.
Obviously, a lot of
That's her
Chris
school
is like,
book.
supposedly, oh, you're a mama's boy. So I had to go find the thumbnail when I was like, oh, yeah, I did like kind of put him in his mom's arms. So like she was hugging him and I titled it Mama's Boy. Stephan kind of laughed there. Then Chris said, it's quite a circus. I don't watch any of it. People just tell me about it
Thanks,
because
Pammy.
it's all BS. Well, it's not all window and like, Florida court, it's all public defamation. Okay, it's I've never been mom.
Somebody in the county jail is selling this information.
No, it's free. Well, it's not free, but I'm sure they thought that. I guess they found out.
Waiting to see these conversations surface, because as far as I know, this is supposed to be private conversation. Obviously, the jail can monitor it, but
No, you lose your rights when you get arrested. You lose your rights, and when he allegedly did what he did, he lost all his rights. You should understand that, sir.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be released to the public.
And they will be. Yeah, supposedly a redacted version of my arrest report was leaked to the public as well.
Mm-hmm. It was.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I'm not sure who's leaking all this stuff, or what sort of effect that has on all the proceedings.
This is a high-profile case, and so somebody in there is looking to make a buck.
Yeah. Well, I imagine this probably taints the whole process. Well.
Anyway, Chris is saying, I hope that this conversation,
yeah, he don't want that leaked. Well, it's all of them are. He's gonna find out they're gonna get leaked, and that's just the way it is.
Illegal.
Told you what. So.
Tubers.
Yeah.
So. Who knows what's going to happen with that? But so I told you where the watch was. In addition to that, I found your wedding band when we were cleaning out the storage.
Yawn.
Okay.
That's in a black ring box on the shelf above my desk.
I think we found that. Yeah.
You found that?
Remember, he wanted him to find the watch so he could sell it, I guess for his defense or possibly to put on his books. Right. Well, maybe not in the beginning. He didn't know they would be released. Maybe, Denise. I don't know.
Yeah, I just want to let you know that was found. I'm not totally sure where my family ring is.
I have it.
Oh, you have it? Okay. So you found that?
It was on the show.
He has a family ring.
I thought it might have been, but I wasn't super sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but okay.
What about the Rollies?
Yeah, I've never had that. It was given to you, and I never had possession of it.
Then your mother did something with it, but you have to figure out where she stuck it.
Yeah, unless it was sold while we were still in Summerport.
No, it was here at the house. It was here. Yeah, I mean, it was.
Anything of importance he sold. Not importance, but anything he could get money for. He absolutely did, Carol. He lost his right. He sold for his games, for his cards, for his what is that? Pokemon Go, whatever.
Yeah, it was here. I'd seen it earlier. Well, I've seen it in 2023. But anyway, doesn't matter.
I never had it.
So I told you where the watch was. In addition to that, I found your wedding band when we were cleaning out the storage. So that was like, wow. When was he cleaning out the storage?
He wasn't. Remember, we know he wasn't cleaning out the storage. He was trying to get to the storage, trying to get to those. Oh gosh, what were they called? USB things so that the cops wouldn't see them. That's what you were doing. And in the meantime, you found your dad's wedding band.
Totally sure where my family.
And then you got so lazy that you gave up. I'm glad that you did, though.
I seen it.
Oh, you need some boxer shorts?
Yeah, definitely. I've been going commando this entire time.
What size?
Gross.
Large, extra large?
I think just large would probably do. I mean, whatever will fit a 36 waist.
Do they have the ability to nation stuff?
I'm sorry?
How are you, trailer park guy? How are you feeling? It's good to see you.
The ability to wash this stuff.
Yeah, I believe they collect laundry and do washing like once a week or so. I think from what I
Right, so
I'm not sure, but
it gives you a couple pairs, and you need socks.
yeah, I'll probably need that. In the meantime, I was going to hold off on making any, like extraneous orders through commissary and whatnot until we find out more.
So he switches and he's like, so I finally got
Until we find out more. Because remember, this was in the beginning and he didn't know how long he would be there. 36 after he's been wasting away.
the
Yeah,
commissary
with his root beer barrels.
and a box man my charge will.
I'm not sure exactly how long I'm going to be here, so I did want to mention to you that my first mandatory
Sir, it's going to be quite a while. I see your future.
court appearance that cannot be waived will be at the end of this month, sometime between the 26th and 28th.
You're doing better.
Supposedly, I
I've
thought it
prayed.
was the 24th of April.
Well, it could be then too. I got a basically a rough estimate from one of the attorneys that is kind of associated with the case, but not really the main one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's going to be towards the end of this month. I guess before or after my birthday, probably. But,
Yeah.
I wonder if we're going to get another worst birthday ever. Remember when Jen Soto said that? This is the worst birthday ever.
And supposedly the trial's supposed to be May 14th.
Oh, I hadn't heard that, but
Well, yeah, that was supposed to be the first trial, but, it got switched.
guess you might know more than I do.
Now it's July.
And again, follow mainstream media only, whatever they have in the paper.
They've got better sources than I do because I'm pretty much, in the dark most of the time here.
Yeah, well, again, I don't follow anything but mainstream media because everything else.
I saw it on Facebook. I just kept quiet and prayed. She is sweet crazy. I truly think that I think they're going to be able eventually to find something to charge her with. I think that they're just laying in wait and they'll find something.
Because bullshit.
Yeah.
People making a circus of it.
Yeah. So
Stephan says, I'm not sure exactly how long I'm going to be here. So
Right.
I did want to mention that too, that my first mandatory court appearance that cannot be waived will be at the end of this month, sometime between the 26th and the 28th.
The fact that this is just now getting out.
And when you see mistakes too, but I with the DA is done, resources, but of course it's because he marriage. I understand that. I wouldn't want to discuss mine either. Heart is still good.
Also, these phone calls, they're 21 cents for the first minute and 21 cents for every minute after that with a 15-minute limit. So it's about $3.15 per phone call.
I hope so too.
Okay, well, I just put $100 into that account.
Okay.
At the money this is going to cost his family golly.
That should.
Because he calls, y'all know, he calls just about every day.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that you knew that. So if we needed to ration the calls or anything like that, we could do it.
Yeah, well, I don't want to get into our personal lives conversations because I don't trust the system of keeping it confidential.
Alan, I did not know that. Very expensive for the family.
I want to keep this, as banal as possible.
Anyway, Stephan's like, also these phone calls, they're 21.
Anything?
No, not.
He said, how are you? Is anything bothering you or anything? No, they're doing great, Stephan. They're doing great.
No, it's been quiet. I mean, I really wish they would drop the shoe on all of this stuff, attention and emphasis would be shifted to her family, because as far as we're concerned.
So what he's saying is, I want the attention shifted to Jen Soto. That's where he wants the attention, and I would want to believe that too. Benefit of the doubt. Me too, Lori.
We know that she's responsible.
Me too, Destin. Yes.
To what degree, we don't know, but I don't believe you killed her, so.
That's good because, it's one of
Here
the
we
few
go.
people who do, but you know that I would never have wanted that for her.
You know that I would never have wanted that for her. Not that he said I didn't do it. Not that he said, what do you mean? What a odd sentence. In my opinion, that's an odd sentence to say. I would have never wanted that for her. What did you want for her? We know what you wanted for her, actually.
Yeah.
And it broke me. It absolutely broke me.
It broke me. It absolutely broke me. Did it though? Because you sure was driving around allegedly with her body in the car all day.
So because we believe her family is involved in this and cover up.
Okay. He said, we believe her family is involved in this and the cover up.
So we'll see
Okay.
how all this plays out.
Well, I'm not sure that really any one person is specifically responsible.
So what it's again, vague. I'm not sure that any one person is specifically responsible.
A combination of factors that led to it, but
combination of factors that led to it. Do tell. Say more.
it certainly shattered me.
It's not about
I
you.
had PTSD before. Well, buckle up,
If you thought I had PTSD before, buckle up. Golly, I'm getting mad. Well, I have to say allegedly because I don't want to get sued,
Yeah.
I want to be careful.
I've never felt anything like that before.
But I know it's on cam.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
I've never felt anything like that before. It was horrible. Like what? Like what? Elaborate.
I just hope the truth comes out.
Me too, sir.
At some point.
Well, yeah.
But Stephan is acting like he's really concerned about his parents here. He's like, and how have you been?
Yeah, he is acting like he's concerned about his parents,
Oh,
but he's also not saying
Oh.
anything like, notice, hey, Dale, I think it's telling that he is not really completely defending himself here. He's not throwing anybody under the bus because he knows he did it.
On Maddie's
Allegedly.
death. So he's like, based on his, not sure.
I find that odd.
Away with
everything about
thought
him's
I had
odd.
PTSD before. Well,
Yeah, poor Stephan.
What? So, what do you mean actual?
Because he makes it about him. Look,
Bible too.
that sound familiar, Laura? He's making it about him.
Able to get this because it's in the document.
So anyway, we think we can send you the Bible, but there's also a Bible that I can buy online, but let's see if we can get the Bible to you.
Okay.
And a good friend of mine who I will not mention.
Yeah, go ahead.
A good friend of mine whose name I...
Dadgum, I just got a notification. It said, Mom dumped newborn baby with a cracked skull in the Mississippi River. What is going on in the world? Amen, Carol. I agree with that.
Has been my spiritual mentor, advisor, since this all came down. Bought me a very nice Bible, so I'm doing Bible study every night, and we have our morning walks and talks. So.
Yep, and I've been reading the Bible that they've been giving me here, and praying for her, and I've been praying for you guys a lot too.
Right, Destin.
I also wanted to mention that I know you guys get in fights a lot and kind of resent each other a lot of the times, but I wanted just to tell you guys, be good to each other.
Be good to each other. Shut up. Shut up, Dr. Phil wannabe. Shut up. What, all of a sudden now he wants to be an inspiration? Why didn't you try being an inspiration to someone before you got locked up?
Don't resent each other. We have compassionate discussions.
That was maybe a poor choice of words, but I know you guys try to get on each other's nerves every now and then, and I just
if anything, this has made us stronger.
Sure. Yeah, one of y'all knows he thinks he did it allegedly, and the other one doesn't.
We're both
real strong
with our faith, and we're we're supportive of one another. We talk about all of this.
I know, sweet crazy. And the innocent, what is it called? The Innocence Project has picked that up. How? Scott Peterson, why would y'all pick that up?
Periodically, I refuse to listen to any of the bullshit stuff that's out there. I always say,
Did you listen, sir, when all the evidence on his phone came out? I just wonder if you hear this ever, email me and let me know.
whether what's mainstream media, I'll accept that, but nothing else.
Okay. Well,
There's a lot of
I think you're right, Pammy. Well put.
rumors out there.
just to be good to each other, because you won't have me there to kind of be a buffer anymore. And I'm not sure.
Well, try not to make that sound more than what it is, because it's not any more than that.
Dad's worried about public opinion on that. Don't worry about what they think about you. Worry about
we have a flare up, and then we quickly move on.
Of course, I just want
But we've been
look. We nobody's thinking that you're a martyr, Stephan. That's what you're going for here. No, you're not.
been very very supportive of one another, and
Right,
we
Carol.
just know that we're getting through this, and we're putting our faith in God.
Okay.
And we hope you
Glad to hear that.
we hope you're finding the same.
Yeah, we hope you are the same,
Well, I'm
Stephan.
glad to hear that. I worried about you guys. I've been worrying about you guys, so you've been in my prayers and in my thoughts.
I appreciate that, and you as well. That's your mother told me this afternoon. She came out of bedroom the other morning.
I cannot listen to his phone calls and not get
There's a
kind of mad.
called
Hey,
out to you,
Aaron,
and
so
we're
good to
like,
see you.
He's not here.
You did or she
She
did?
did.
She did?
Yeah. I go, hello, not here.
Yeah.
So she slipped a little there mentally.
Yeah.
Hmm.
For a long time, I kept expecting to wake up and find out this was all a nightmare.
Oh, believe me, this is all very, very surreal for us.
Yeah.
I think I'm looking.
Thank you for using IC Solutions. Goodbye.
So that
We
ended.
can buy on.
Let's see. I wonder if there are any more. If it's any
On
more
the
of
way
a
to
phone
cook.
call on here or just her talking.
She came out of her bedroom with a question. Deborah,
Aaron, how you been?
like,
I think the rest is just her talking.
hopefully I will get them. But
She's so pretty.
thank you so
Okay.
comments, and just thank you for my members and my Patreon.
Hey, Deb wins at life. He is disgusting. Hey, Makeup Mobster. I just happened to catch you live. I've been following this case pretty closely. It's a good one. It's a disgustingly good one. I will definitely be at this trial. If even I mean it's gonna knock the wind out of me, but he is anger provoking. All the stupid junk that he says, all the I don't know. I mean, and what do we expect him to say? I did it. But you would think he would. I don't know what I hope that he just owns up to it after his first trial and doesn't put Maddie through that. It's bad enough that she's going to be put out there for his first trial, and then she'd have to be put out there again for the second trial and all that he did to her. Yeah, sweet crazy. I know I know, but I feel I've followed it from the beginning, and I feel like I should just go. It's gonna be hard because I'm so mad at Jen Soto too, but it is what it is. I should at least plead for the far. Yes, me too. Me too. And you know what? I'm gonna do my best to make that not her legacy. But what I think needs to be pointed out the most during that trial is that her notebook, she um had pictures of him doing that to her in the notebook. Yeah, yes. One is for the CSAM and the next one is for the murder. Yes. I don't know why they're doing that, but had they just looked in her notebook, they could have found out she was reaching out for help, which is probably why he ended up doing what he did allegedly. So we'll just have to see what comes out, but I hope it all comes out, and I hope that he just admits to it, and um, I know he won't though, because y'all can hear. But this is the beginning. Now, his dad has questioned him about the phone stuff and about what's came out and what all was on those hard drives in the Deb wins at life. I agree. I think that she should be charged with, if nothing else, endangering her child, because letting them have a sleepover, that right there, that's the biggest red flag. A lot keeps me busy. I definitely want to go a few days to the trial. Oh, good. Maybe I'll get to see there. He's not gonna. I can. Yeah, same. It's everyone's fault. No, he said a lot of different factors played into it. That makes no sense, and I hope that he tries to make it make sense. I think that's a strong possibility, Denise. I think they both drugged Maddie. I think they stayed so drugged up, especially Jen. She's, nothing without her medicine. Love to know where his parents' heads are now. Yes, me too. Where are their heads? I can't imagine. I just cannot imagine um where my head would be if that was my child in there for that. Not for that. Mm-mm. I love Hidden True Crime. She is killing it right now. Dad gum. Right, Debbie, I don't understand, but I don't know what they're waiting on, but I'm sure they know what they're doing. Because I'll say Florida, they don't really play around. That's one state that they seem to go after people, and they put the punishment to them. His dad seems to have his number now. Absolutely, makeup officer. Absolutely. Um, his mom seems to stick her head in the sand, and I would too. I don't know what I would do. I don't. If someone ever wanted to have a sleepover, 4 to 5 times ever, and that to me just mm. Oh, okay, y'all. Well, it's date night, so I guess I'll go date. And I appreciate y'all so much for coming, listening to me. And I will be back. If I'm not on tomorrow, I'll come back Monday. And maybe Wendy will be with me. The key witness. I see. I don't think so. Makeup mom. Maybe. I don't know how she could be, because then she would have to admit to knowing things, and I don't think she's going to do that. I don't think she'll do it. Me too, Carol. Me too. Y'all have a great night, and I will see y'all very soon. Make sure you have the notifications on, and thank you for being here. Bye, y'all.